Robin.
Very strange. I say strange because Ann had a car accident overnight. Feeling better, though? You just walked down the hall?
Yesterday afternoon, yeah, I smashed up my Mustang. Mwah, I suck. But yeah, I was all woozy and shit, especially getting up this morning. Like when I went from laying down to standing up, I was like, whoa, 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 wow, 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 wow. But just went to take a piss, so I went out, and it's feeling better already.
Are you going to get shit checked out or no?
Well, I'm going to see how I feel after the show.
Yeah.
Because my equilibrium's coming back. If I move my head up and then down to the floor and shit like that, it gets a little, like, woozy. But side to side now is fine. So I think it's getting better. I think the crystals are going back in place, much like Napoleon Dynamite.
What are you, fucking Superman's house?
I know. Yeah. The Fortress of Solitude ears.
Fucking Jal-El's going to put his cock in your cochlea.
I can only hope.
And if you're just tuning in, just listen to the first hour of the show because we discussed the whole thing.
Yeah, we went over it already.
Yeah,
I trashed my Mustang yesterday. So.
And fucking there was a male escort in the car, and it got very ugly.
It got so ugly with that. The tranny. The fucking, the cops were like, who is this? She didn't have ID.
Her wig got knocked off. She looked like the guy that hung himself in fucking Injustice for All. Mr. Coughlin said, I get out on probation.
Something that did happen yesterday, right after the accident. Because I guess I hit the guardrail so hard that my hat did come off. My hat fell off. My hat. And I had severe hat head. And it was windy and cold. So as I stumble out of the vehicle, cars are coming by going, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I got like Doc Brown hair.
Jesus.
And fucking, I was like, "Oh, where's my hat?" It flew off my head.
All going 30 miles an hour, huh?
Swear.
The hat falls off.
Yeah, Cosmo Kramer hair. I did.
You look like Frame 227.
It's been 2 hours. Can you at least admit you were going 40?
No, it was
Let's
30.
bring it up to 40.
It was 30.
30.
And the reason why I do 30 there is because that's the speed limit of the road. And right by... Wait, let me tell you something. You
actually follow speed limit signs?
Because Nassau County sets up a speed trap right there where one of the highways gets off onto the service road. Right. There's that little triangle before the two lanes meet. Cop sits right there, and that curve that the rear end washed out on, that's the curve you come around, and they nail you. There's no stopping in time. So it's notorious. I got pulled over there once, and I told the guy, I go, I got to tell you, you have the most amazing speed trap spot I've ever seen in my life. And he started laughing. He goes, I know, we get everyone here. So I don't speed going around that corner.
You have such a nice relationship with cops.
I love the cops.
It's just amazing.
You know what it is? Let me tell you something. Cops are really, honestly, regular people.
Of course.
They have to do their job, and part of their job is intimidating people that they walk up to in the car because they have to take that position of not superiority, but the power position. It's part of their job. It's protecting them. It's keeping you in line. Shit like that. It's part of their job.
Right.
But if you treat them like a human fucking being, which is what they are, and I don't mean being a smartass or anything, but just, respect their thoughts, huh? And talk to them like you would a normal person, you'll find they're very receptive. Some of them have chips on their shoulders.
What's that?
Yeah. Just like any other job. You got the guy in your office that's an asshole. You got the guy fucking anywhere. There's going to be a douchebag, but and there are cops like that. But for the most part, if you treat them like fucking regular people, they're pretty cool.
I'm with Ryan. After all, he goes 80 miles an hour in his Escalade, but does the speed limit in his fucking
I'll tell you,
Mustang.
that Escalade can fucking do 80 like a champ. And it's on the Expressway and Parkway where I know where the speed traps are for the most part there.
I'm just fucking with you.
And the Escalade's
you go
great.
As fast as you want.
The Escalade is fucking amazing.
I hate when Anthony speeds. It just makes, believe me, do you know how much money I put into my principal just knowing that this is going to end badly?
No!
Dude, I literally am almost paid off my apartment. Every time, I'm like online banking.
I'm amazed I am amazed it lasted this long, to be quite honest with you. Now the rest is just gravy from here to the end.
Well, I think I'm going to get
gravy.
Aston Martin.
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking at the Aston Martin.
I drove one of those once.
Did you? What happened?
Yeah, I used to work for the dealership. They had me just going all over showing like people and celebrities and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you lose the job, or did you?
I quit because they wanted me at Lamborghinis.
So you've got a job at the Lamborghini place?
Yeah.
What'd you do there?
Just was selling them. Boom. Just got here, go. Boom. I sold so many.
How many would you sell, like, in a week?
5, 6, 7, 10.
In a week?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Was your commission good?
Like 50%.
50%?
Yeah.
Chip, you are the best.
Yeah.
Why aren't you still there?
I was just tired, you know. I was doing some acting work. I did a movie with Bruce Williston.
Wait a minute. And you're an actor, plus actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing some Morgan Freeman movies and stuff.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I did the sequel for Driving Miss Daisy. I was like his friend and stuff, and he was driving me.
And what was it like? Was there action? What was the culmination? He
was driving like we were cop buddies.
Oh, really? So it turned into like a cop buddy movie?
Yeah. It's all of a sudden we're buddies. Like, what are we doing over here?
I love talking to Chip. I love interviewing Chip.
He just falls. He really does come apart at the seams immediately.
He cannot hold a story together for a second.
It really is one awful lie after another. Poor Lyle. Just wants people to. Kenny calls him Lyle to annoy him on the road. Because it's like fucking 6 a.m. We're getting on a plane, and he's just, just Chip quips the entire fucking.
Of course.
Lyle.
And
he's like, okay, Lyle. Kenny just gets annoyed.
Not my name.
Why Lyle?
It's his name.
Chip Lyle.
Oh, Chip Lyle.
No, Lyle Chipperson.
Lyle Chipperson.
Or Lyle Chipperson.
Chip off the old block or something.
So he goes with the Lyle. Gotcha.
The Jets championship gear, I see it's huge in Zambia.
Yeah.
They're wearing the conference champions Jets jerseys and hats in Zambia, Romania, Armenia, and Nicaragua.
That's the places that got the Jets gear. Huh?
Wow, congratulations to the New York Jets.
TMZ's got the picture if you want to see it for yourself. Conference champions, Jets. Then it says Super Bowl XLV.
Wow.
What's the XLV? That's something 5?
There's a 10, and then there's a...
That's a 10,
and then you add like a
35?
50.
No, that's multiplying
45?
LV by something.
5.
Something times Las Vegas. A times Las Vegas equals broke.
It's 45.
45, right.
Because it's
okay.
55, and then the 10 you subtract.
Yeah, but why do that?
Because it's in front.
Why can't they just write a 4 and a 5?
Roman numerals are so funny that we still use them. I don't understand.
They only use it for the Super Bowl. That's the only place you see them.
No,
And
I've
where
seen
else?
them...
The third, like if you're like...
The third.
Yeah, like, Jerry Bentley the third.
I've seen Roman numerals other places than Super Bowl, though. Yeah.
Fuck Zambia.
Gas prices in Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hard. Ooh, look at that. I'm not paying X for that. Gas prices are supposed to be approaching $5 for the summer.
What?
Says representatives from Shell Oil.
Yeah,
because we are paying the price for India and China becoming, powerhouses and needing more fuel. So then the demand is there. The supply is the same. Even though we're cutting down, we have to pay more because of them.
Unbelievable.
What kind of bullshit is that?
The rest of the world pays way more for gas than us, right?
I think they used to. I'm not sure still. I know, yeah, because growing up, I always heard in England they pay $10 for a fucking quart.
How'd you know Rich Voss growing up?
It's like it's England, though. How far are you driving? Stupid country's only as big as, like, what, Vermont? No idea.
Yeah. Let's go with it. Jesse Ventura has lost his mind and wants to sue everybody.
Oh, I think he needs a little attention.
Yeah.
Show gets off the air and he needs a little more attention.
Well, here's the story.
Meanwhile, Jesse Ventura not happy about airport security. The former governor is suing the TSA and Homeland Security, claiming he's being singled out for extra screening.
Given Ventura's track record, the lawsuit not surprising. But what is unfortunate, maybe a little insensitive here, is the timing. On the same day dozens are killed in that Moscow airport, Ventura is now claiming his civil rights are being violated.
His civil rights are being violated. Boy, I bet a bunch of people at the Moscow airport wish their civil rights would have been violated before that bomb went off. Holy shit. He's just an idiot.
He's a self-centered asshole.
I'm suing.
He describes the lawsuit. Well, not Jesse, but the newsreader does.
In 2008, the former pro wrestler underwent a hip replacement in which doctors installed a titanium implant. Needless to say, it is now...
It can blow up at any time. It's programmed by the government. If I say something, I'm a dead man.
Yeah? Are you?
I'm a former governor, a fighter, a Navy SEAL, or a frogman. I'm not even sure which.
Say it is now impossible to make it through a metal detector without setting off alarms. But the former mayor, governor, and Navy SEAL insists he is not a security threat and feels his resume should allow him to pass through security as a, quote, trusted traveler. In a complaint filed in federal
Can you
court.
pause that right there? It's funny for somebody wants special treatment. Somebody doesn't like the fact that he's not getting special. For someone who wants every citizen to be treated the same.
Yeah.
Every metal, look, when metal goes off, it's sent to the metal detector. You have to be searched. Why should you be better than any other citizen?
Yeah.
What an arrogant motherfucker.
He always has been.
But for someone who really thinks he's a man of the people, somebody wants to be treated better and differently than other people. And then what are you going to say, that metal detectors, no one should be searched when metal detectors go off? Fuck your resume.
Yeah.
And we talked to Jesse a bunch of times. He's a bit kooky. I want him checked.
It's crazy.
He's a bit kooky.
Yeah.
I definitely want someone like him checked at the airport.
Yes.
I don't want to trust Jesse Ventura with anything.
Yeah, people are saying they get
In a complaint...
What do they say?
They have metal. People that have metal in their bodies, whether it's screws or plates or whatever, they get checked. That's how it works. It's metal. What are you going to do? Take the guy's word for it? Oh, I got a fucking hip thing. Oh, okay.
Trusted traveler. In a complaint filed in federal court, Ventura says absent reasonable grounds for suspicion, pat-downs and body scans violate his basic rights to dignity and privacy, as well as his right to be free from unreasonable search and seizures. As for the full body scans, the host of cable TV's Conspiracy Theory is right in character, expressing concerns about the radiation from the scans, calling them an electronically recorded strip search. The suit goes so far as to claim that the touching, gripping, and rubbing of his privates amounts to unlawful sexual assault under Minnesota law.
It made me come. I was very embarrassed.
Made cumsies.
Very embarrassed. Oh,
That's probably what this is about. He probably got a little bit of a feeling.
I might get a hard-on.
I got a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that. That's
Jesse,
funny,
It
yeah.
made me come. Stupid Jesse. Just go through the fucking thing. Can we just fucking go through? We've been lucky that nothing's happened since 9/11 as far as air travel goes and terrorism. Can we just keep that on track? Go through. If your hip beeps, fucking take the search.
No, he should be treated better than the rest of us.
Yeah.
He's better. He's famous.
Special treatment.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're going to stand there and search a governor? Yeah.
A Navy
They
SEAL.
are. How about a Navy SEAL? Yeah, they're going to search that too. A fighter. Don't say fighter. You were a professional wrestler. That's not a fighter. You wore a boa, faggot. All right. I'm not a faggot. Thank you for your service. Thanks for your service. Pat on the back.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now pull your underpants off, stupid. You got a plane to catch. Let's see that fucking dingy hip.
My dick's hanging out.
Exactly. You have to wear one of those fucking things, one of those things that the trannies wear to tuck it back. Wear a gat.
Oh,
That you know the name of these things.
Anthony from Mount Sinai. Listen to this. Go ahead, Anthony.
Good morning, guys. Obviously, he must
we go.
suffer from small cocks. That's his problem.
You think he might have a small cock?
It just looks small because I'm a big guy. Lots of muscles.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Could you please step into the scanning machine? A scan will be taken.
Who gets to see this?
Well, it's just the TSA person.
Is it a man with a big dick?
He's a fucking scanner cuck.
Here's the TSA agent as they look at Jesse's package.
Oh.
Did you see that jerk? Stop laughing. I was a SEAL. I made it to the gate and then turned around.
He never did anything on that stupid conspiracy show.
All I have to do is step over this line, and you're telling me they'll open fire on me?
No, they won't. We're going home.
A lot of people say he's full of shit because the titanium is either in his neck or his head.
Yeah?
Or is he saying in a hip?
He said it's a hip hip thing.
JT, how do you know his titanium is in his neck?
I don't know that it's in his neck. I've got titanium plate and screws in my neck. And they're non-metallic. Titanium's non-metallic, so I never set up a metal detector. He's full of crap.
Well, he says he does.
Well, he's wrong.
He might have the old school cast iron one. Imagine having a cast iron hip. That'd suck.
He's Jesse.
Yeah, everything with him has got to be drama. Yeah, his show got canceled. He got used to being in the public eye, doing all the interviews, and now he's back burner guy, and he wants to get himself back in the news. Well, good luck to you there, Jesse.
Absolutely. Speaking
Jesse
of
the body and Jesse the mind.
Speaking of 9/11, you don't watch Celebrity Rehab, but at the end of the season finale, they went down to Ground Zero. It's a long story.
For what?
But more importantly, did you know that they set up cameras? I'm trying to think. I think 5 weeks after it happened, and they've been taking pictures every 5 minutes for the last almost 10 years. And they're
Holy shit!
And they're making a huge movie when the whole thing is completed.
Of what?
The rebirth of Ground Zero. They've been taking pictures. They showed the cameras that are on top of these buildings. They're in these big, huge metal boxes. And they've just been taking pictures every 5 minutes.
5 minutes for 10 years.
And at the end of Celebrity Rehab, it was a side story. I don't need to really. But anyway, they showed kind of a preview of what they already captured.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. What do they got? A union guy sitting on his shovel for fucking 8,000 frames?
Yeah, probably the first 7 years they don't have much fucking pictures to go to. I don't know if you can find it online, Danny. I'm just bringing it up. Maybe find it for later. But you know when you see those videos of like blizzards, and people just take the picture and you see the
snow piling up.
They kind of show what's that type of thing with all the buildings going up.
Show what it is.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I guess these guys eventually going to make a movie. And I forgot how many hours they had. It was just some ridiculous number, like 900 hours.
But unless you play it all at once, you can't cut it. So how do you make a movie about that? Do you wait until the end and then go, well, here it is?
Well, it's going to be obviously a big voiceover. Big voiceover will accompany all the photographs. But they'll show. Oh, is this it possibly?
Sawzall.
It's definitely worth checking out.
I'm the director of photography on Project Rebirth. I don't know of another time-lapse documentary film that's been done to this extent. I think this film is different because of its scope. I don't think everyone else has done a time-lapse film of this size. 14 35-millimeter motion picture cameras shooting 24 hours a day for 7 years, ultimately for 15 years. I don't think anybody else has ever created a visual document this big about a single event. And I think that makes Project Rebirth really unique. Right now we have 13 cameras rolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we've been doing that for 6.5 years so far. We didn't want to pick a format and then have the Betamax of documentary films. A 35-millimeter film is really the highest quality image capture that you can do right now for motion picture. You could probably argue that with the technology today, but 6 years ago that technology didn't exist. So we took a camera, we put a new motor on it and a new lens, and that was our system. It's a company called the Mitchell Camera Corporation, and they made cameras in the 50s and the 60s.
Wow. That camera's old.
The challenge photographically was to sort of keep these cameras running for this long, and that is certainly becoming a challenge as time goes on. Things are failing, or things just are wearing out. All the elements are taking full effect, so it's becoming a challenge to just sort of keep the older cameras running, and we keep adding newer cameras, so it's sort of a snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Dedication, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
No one's going to see this for another 7 years.
They're high-density MDR board we use for the exterior, and then they've got, this industrial insulation in them. They're built weather-tight and solid as a rock, and we put these batteries in the bottom to make them bottom-heavy.
Yeah, because they can't really shake around or anything.
The side of these buildings on the roof. They have these ventilation systems that we got from an ATM, freestanding ATM
Ass to mouth
company. And in the winter, they have a heater that kicks in. And then in the summer, if it gets too humid and the glass starts to condense, the little dehumidifier comes on.
Oh, wow.
So we've been able to sort of maintain a pretty consistent environment inside the box. On our cameras, it's always a 5.6, and when the sun's out, it goes to a 15th of a second exposure, and when it's dark, it goes to a 30-second exposure. And that light meter it sort of seamlessly changes.
Boy, this is thought out.
You don't really see like the stuttering exposure. The camera, is powered by a power supply. If you lose that, the camera will switch over to the batteries and then run for 12 hours, maybe 18 hours before they die. The ones that are inside the site are powered by solar panels that we put on the roof. And basically, the wires come into the box and they run into this little controller.
How did you get the rights to do this?
I know, right? He's got access to a lot of places.
And when the sun's not out, it just, the batteries run the camera.
What a disgrace that nothing's been done.
Magazines, so there's 400 feet of film in each magazine.
It actually has.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has been done.
Yeah.
Not as much as should have been done.
No, it should have been done earlier.
Time-lapse photography, we can use that 400 feet for about 22 days. So we do one frame every 5 minutes instead of one frame every 24th of a second.
That is really fucking amazing.
I thought you would like that. Yeah. Could you give me that link, Danny? I want to tweet that so people can check it out. It's called Project Rebirth.
Project Rebirth.
What dedication, though? I mean, that's a project that these guys took on, and no one's going to see the final product for another 7-8 years. It's a 15-year product.
It's 15 years?
They started this when we got back to satellite radio.
How do you
and they have
plan
nothing
a
to show
project
for it yet.
For 15 years.
They've been at it 6.5 years, they said. So that's about the time we went back to radio. And they finally got like a little preview video out there that people are checking out. Finally.
It's all false, by the way.
It's actually just one guy there with a camera running around all day and all night. He's very tired. I've been taking photographs with a Polaroid. Holy mackerel, am I tired? I sleep for exactly 37 seconds a day. That's all I hear in my night. My sleep is disrupted, Gregory.
Is that how the Polaroid
Yes, it
sounds?
is. My arm is very muscular from waving it, making the picture come out. And I take it out and I wave it and I run. Someone's like, Theodore, your picture's getting wet. I have to go back and redo it. I got this easy.
He's got to sit through all those hours of pictures to make it look like a movie.
Yes, I do. I couldn't get the copyright for that little store, so I have to go through and X them all out with a magical marker.
Magical marker.
Yes, I've been doing that too. I see for 37 seconds a day. Did I say that already? Weekends, I don't even take off. For Sundays, I sleep from 11 to 11:09. It's the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
I can't even talk without hearing that.
What a fucking project, huh? Project Rebirth. Fuck. God damn, man. That's somebody that's dedicated to what they do.
Oh god.
And you're right, Jimmy. How the fuck do you get the rights to do that?
To get that, but then again,
you had to get permission from the city, basically. We were going to put these
Port Authority.
Port Authority, you got
there's probably so many people you got to get
permission.
permission.
We're going to put up these huge metal boxes with their own environment on top of buildings.
Yeah.
We're going to take pictures of a secure area every 5 minutes for the next 15 years or whatever. Holy shit.
If you don't think they're involved with the government, well, you believe. I like when he laughs at you. You believe what you...
You think they captured some good shit going on down there?
Some sex
that will never be part of the movie.
Sexy time.
Probably a couple of things.
A couple things.
Thieves. Some thievery.
I'm
some
very
mugging.
upset. I had one of my photographs back in 2007 ruined by a darn pigeon, Gregory. It ran right in front of my camera. I was so angry. But I got him back. I told him to catch a flight, and Sully took care of him. Snap, wave, run.
Sure do get around. That film goes fast.
Yes.
Run a lot.
Yes, I do. I've spent $8,212,000 on film so far. I store them all in a garbage bag. I have to organize them, though. I haven't organized them.
You just throw them all
Yes,
in there?
I do, Anthony. I put them in a big box. I figure I'll sort through them by eyes, by visual recognition.
You got to figure out like when the first one was taken.
Yes, I do. It's going to be. I should have organized them as I was going along, but I was too busy. I was eating salsa chips with that.
Is the bag in a dry environment there?
I think so, yes. I have
hope
it in
so.
storage. Your self-storage in Baltimore.
Oh, great. That's just
Baltimore.
Yes. I hope the FBI doesn't go in there. Get it?
How many total pictures have you taken?
A whole big bunch. Somewhere between 5 and 2,800,000.
You're not really sure.
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't had time to count.
Don't you think it's going to take a long time to even find the first picture you took?
That's what people have been saying. But I figure I'll just look up on it. But then there's the second and the third and infinitum.
Wow, that would be hard to kind of lay out.
I tried doing that an hour after I started, and I couldn't do it. I was looking for the same hard hat. I'm like, this guy's not around anymore. Oh, fudgesicles. That's what I say when I curse. Because I used to say cunt sniffers, and my mother would slap me in the face with her big nipple titty. She was fired from Bambergers for stealing socks in her vaginal canal.
Bambergers?
Yes, yes, it's Schenectady.
Ah, shit.
That's hilarious.
God damn, Mr. Norton.
That's that darn sound. It's in my head. It's a whole bunch. I hear it all the time. I go to get on an elevator, and I hear I'm like, who's slapping my photograph? They said, nobody, you idiot. That's the elevator noise. I said, I have to get back to work, and I leave without taking the elevator.
Kevin from Connecticut just described your life, sir, for the past 7 years. Snap, wave, run, magical marker.
That's exactly what it is.
Snap, wave, run, magical marker.
I should have been putting the date and time and stuff, but I was so busy I was just writing photograph taken by Theodore Jeckler. I hand wrote that on every one so no one could steal it.
And then scribbling out the store that didn't give their permission.
Yes, I was.
One stupid store.
One store.
No, there's actually 7. All of my photographs have a bunch of dots on them.
That would so ruin their project.
Your project sucks, really.
My project is very good, Anthony. I hold the camera right under my hat brim so the sun doesn't get into it.
Oh, great question. Is there an emporium you're using for this?
Yes, I'm going to. Ted's photograph sorting emporium. You give us pictures, will someone organize them?
Someone?
Yes.
You can't say someone.
Well, you have to be honest. I've been sued a bunch of times. I guaranteed penis enlargement. That's a pack of lies.
It's a horrible business model.
Yes. It turns out it didn't help penis enlargement, but it made cancerous tumors grow very quickly. I knew something was growing, but I thought it was penises. It was tumors on the lungs and throat.
Tumors? Oh, goddamn.
Imagine after 15 years, this movie gets horrible reviews.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the buildings were awful.
Now they slap a movie together in like 4 weeks. This guy spent 15 years and no one goes
It really looks like you only spent 10 years on it.
How the fuck do you dedicate yourself for 15 years for one fucking shot?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is nuts.
That'd be crazy.
Obviously,
shit.
it's a no-brainer. It'll do unbelievable.
I don't know. I mean,
9/11 movies are weird. Like, people kind of don't want to see them.
I don't know,
what do you
but
see about
to
it?
see like buildings going up like that in
Yeah.
fast motion with pictures that are taken every 5 minutes, that shit's kind of cool. When
oh,
they
that's
do
the
that.
difference. I'm going to show them at actual speed. I don't like to doctor anything, Gregory.
So someone will have to sit in the movie for how long?
I don't know, but I'm going to just hold each photo in front of the camera and then place it aside and then put the next one and then place it aside and then put the next one. How'd you think I was going to do this?
How many takes do you think you're going to sell for your big movie?
I'm hoping a lot. I'm pre-selling them for $37,000 for the first 3 rows. My fingernails are going to be in them.
Oh my god!
Shit. Oh. You know, speaking of motion pictures,
what
aren't the Oscar nominations out at 8:30?
Right now.
Why don't we get a few, and why don't we just kind of talk about the Oscars a
Let
little?
me guess. Best actor.
Christian Bale. Well, no,
he's
not
supporting.
best actor.
He's
That's
supporting.
so fucked up, man. I think that's a Christian Bale movie.
Who's going to get nominated? I didn't see. I watched part of True
Colin
Grit.
Firth will be nominated.
I think
Colin Firth.
he'll be nominated.
Colin Firth.
Bridges will be nominated for True Grit.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul Giamatti's going to be nominated.
I didn't see that.
But he's going to be nominated, even though it's the movie no one saw, but he will be nominated.
How about the guy?
We got it already? Why don't we take a break, though? Because I got to fucking make...
How about the guy who played Zuckerberg? I'm going to guess these. I won't look at them. I won't cheat.
I thought the guy that played Zuckerberg in The Social Network was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He really was good. Dude, I didn't know that was Justin Timberlake. I'm not a fan of him. I don't know.
Really?
He was tremendous, man.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's a fan of mine. He's actually emailed me. I've never met him. I lied.
No, of course you did.
Yeah.
That's why no one answered you.
No, but Ope looked at me kind of hopefully, but I had to lie because he looked so eager. I felt sad.
They're about to do the nomination. So why don't we take a break?
Yes.
They got the worst Oscar host this year, right?
James Franco.
Anne Hathaway and Joe Frank.
James
Franco.
Dude, it's Snoo and Z.
You want to play it safe, obviously. Let's play it safe. Hey, did you see the Ricky Gervais fucking show that Stephen Merchant promoted?
Nah,
on the Science Channel.
I gotta tweet it.
That
I'll tweet it. I got a fucking DVR.
That fucking thing was hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny little round-headed man.
Carl is fucked up.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Carl.
What channel's it on?
Science Channel. I don't know why the Science Channel. I guess it doesn't matter what channel you're on right now.
It doesn't matter anymore.
If you're popular enough, people will find it.
Yeah, Mike Rowe is a star, dude, from fucking whatever channel he was on, right? Discovery, man.
He's a star for those fucking car commercials.
Oh, my God.
How much money do you think he's making?
He's got to be pulling an extra fucking 30, 40 G's a year on that.
Perhaps, right.
Mike Rowe's up for Regis's job.
Is he really?
I love Mike Rowe.
I could see him doing that.
Who are the radio guys they're having in? They have a week of radio people.
I am.
Yeah.
Kelly, anybody?
We weren't asked.
Of course not. Would you if you were them?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, we'll do Oscar nominations and some other shit next.
Yes, let's do
fucking
that.
Tiffany was on our goddamn show. Then she goes on Bravo and then and says something about one of the new kids on the block.
Spilt the beans.
One of the new kids on the block guys.
Well, she was going out with one, right?
Jordan Knight.
Well,
yeah.
what the fuck? Why didn't she say it on our
Jonathan
show?
Knight.
If we would have axed her, maybe she would have.
She actually slipped, I think. She didn't mean to say that.
She slipped. We'll tell you what she said next, too.